welcome back to another episode of Quick Count. My name is Codd Sinclair. This is a re-upload from the November 27th, 2020 episode. We are taking a look at WCW World War III 1998. The match we are looking at from that show is the titular match, the 60-man 3-ring battle royal. A few notes from this show. This is the first time in the show's history that this match wasn't the main event. Also, this is the first year that you can be eliminated 3 ways, by pinfall, submission, and then the last one obviously being thrown either over, through, or under the ropes. And there are officials in every ring, so it's going to be chaotic, but at the same time, this is the shortest of the 4-year shelf life or length of World War III pay-per-view in WCW. So with that being said, there are two time markers down in the description box, just as the one for 97. The first one is for the full introductions of all 60 participants. The second one is the actual start of the match where I will be starting. And with that being said, here we go. Mickey J didn't call for the bell. The bell rang and then he called for it. So, okay. Another huge improvement production-wise this year is that on the bottom left hand of your screen, you have a superstar counter. Or sorry, sometimes you just get stuck in a WWE mindset. You have a 60-man counter in the bottom left. So I'm assuming that when wrestlers start getting dumped, that number will go lower. They kept the ring markers from last time. Ring 1, Ring 2, Ring 3. Haven't gone to a triple box yet, so I'll be interested to see if they do decide to do that. Holy smokes, Kevin Nash is eliminating everybody in sight. So the winner of this match will go on to face Goldberg at Starrcade 1998, which I will be re-recording. So thank you, WWE, for that. Kevin Nash threw 7 men out in less than 20 seconds. That is incredible. Then he dumped Silver King. Also, the main event of this pay-per-view is for the United States Heavyweight Championship, not the WCW Heavyweight Championship. So, Mike Enos is a moron. You have Van Hammer, and now I forget who else was with him in the corner. Cornering Kevin Nash. You come over, you take him out. That's kind of Battle Royal 101. You gather, you get together to eliminate the bigger man. No, Mike Enos is now eliminated. Kevin Nash getting to work on Van Hammer. So yeah, unfortunately, this was the last World War III pay-per-view. Very disappointing because I felt like this had something to it, and they replace it with Mayhem. So it's not a terrible name. Obviously not a gimmick pay-per-view. Update: the counter is now down to 38. The Giant from last year to this year has put on a considerable amount of weight. No shade there, just an observation. Scott Hall catches Psychosis off the top rope and then Fallaway slams him over the top. Holy smokes. But yeah, this would, but the Mayhem pay-per-view would take its place, considering that their WCW Mayhem video game was coming out around this time. I think they missed a golden opportunity over the 4-year span of this to kind of make the necessary tweaks to make this an alternative to WWF's Royal Rumble. We're now down to 35 on the counter. So, and this can all be fixed. Maybe I will make a video about that soon. But as I said, back to the match itself, the winner of this will go on to face Goldberg at Starrcade 1998. Funny because Goldberg did not have a match on this World War III card. He is still in the midst of his huge undefeated streak. I say that because it's severely inflated at this point. I don't know the exact number, and if I give you what they will then advertise it being, say hi. Then it will spoil what is to come. So I will wait till the end of this match. Canyon on the top rope and gets flipped over by Billy Kidman. Say hi.
Hi.
Can I put you down? Yeah, you're too. The Giant just standing over in the corner, waiting, picking his spot. Goes to eliminate Alex Wright. He stays on the apron. Throws Perry Saturn in the corner. Oh, Horace Hogan out. And the Disciple. The Disciple. Oh. Chavo Guerrero just thrown like a rag doll out by the Giant. Alex Wright just thrown out. Well, he skinned the cat. I thought he was going to get eliminated, but no dice. Now Perry Saturn and Chris Benoit. And Eddie Guerrero now. Chavo, everybody from Ring 1 jumping the Giant now. 28 men. Oh my gosh. Oh, he's not happy now. Alex Wright not wanting any of that smoke right now. Chris Benoit at this point is like, yeah, we're not going for the Giant. I'll just take you out there, Disco. So, now we get a look at Ring 2. Luger in his t-shirt wearing phase here in WCW. You have a lot of NWO black and white in there. And a lot of NWO Wolfpack for that matter. Oh, the Giant with a giant open hand slap on Disco Inferno sounded very rough. Stunning to me that the group that's in the Giants ring didn't try and go for him again, because right now, the less you have, the less of your chance of eliminating him. So we're now down to 23. So they're really hammering this home on commentary. 3 guys, and then once we eliminate the next 3 guys, then we're gonna come to 1 ring. Tony Schiavone. We got a 2-man warning now, as one person got eliminated. So the same 6 are in the ring with the Giant. Ooh, trying to get rid of Scott Hall. And up, he hangs on to the apron on the bottom rope, in using the Road Dogg Royal Rumble strategy. Hang on to the bottom rope. Wait, what? Rey Mysterio Jr. is number 21 that gets eliminated. So now we are down to 20. So everybody's got to come together. Kevin Nash, the only one in his ring. The Giant and 6 cruiserweights in his ring. And then everybody else is coming to the middle. Perry Saturn and Ernest the Cat Miller eliminated. They did not make their way to the center ring in a timely manner, and instead decided to brawl their way out of the match. Wow. We're getting eliminated at a fast and furious rate now. Alex Wright, Chavo Guerrero, Eddie Guerrero, Disco Inferno. Essentially all of the cruiserweights that were in the Giants ring. So now, got Kidman in a gorilla press and just hawks him over the top. We have 13 individuals left. And now Nash and the Giant going at it. Hall attacking that, and this is a big NWO scrum. Mr. Slapjack Stevie Ray taking it to Hall, then redirects to Wrath. The Giant fending off all comers. Mongo McMichael still in this match. This is true faction warfare here, though. Yeah, and you have the two sides of the NWO. You have the Four Horsemen in there, and as Shivani was just saying, the only odd men out really are Booker T and Wrath at the moment. Everybody else is affiliated with one side or the other of the NWO or the Four Horsemen. The Giant choking Scott Hall in a corner with a big boot. There's a lot of grappling here. I'm not a huge fan of this. At the bottom of the screen, just as I say that, there are fans taking their clothes off at the bottom. Male fans. And then in the ring, though, we are back to Nash and the Giant. And Hall and Nash with a brief with a brief partnership, and are trying to eliminate the Giant. Why? And the Giant powers out anyway. Scott Norton, an established veteran. Oh, side note, Luger just eliminates Stevie Ray. Norton, an established veteran, an IWGP champion at the moment. And you don't try and eliminate the Giant. I get the faction warfare. At the end of the day, though, this is a shot at the WCW Heavyweight Championship. So maybe they're just waiting until the end. Doesn't matter because Scott Norton gets eliminated by Mongo. Mongo gets eliminated by Kevin Nash. And we're down to 10. Back to kicks and Bam Bam coming through the ring, or coming through the crowd. And everybody really beating him up. NWO Black and White, NWO Wolfpack beat him up and take him out of the match. The crowd chants for Goldberg. And here he comes in sweatpants and tennis shoes. And he is coming right for him. And it is a Donnybrook. Crowd is losing their minds at this point. There are literally, and Mike Tenay calls it, but there are literally dozens of security guards out here trying to separate these two. Security still trying to get them apart as the crowd chants out Goldberg. So Chris Benoit, Booker T, Dean Malenko, Kevin Nash, Scott Hall, Conan, Lex Luger, and the Giant. I apologize. Technology was going to die. Literally being pushed out is Bam Bam Bigelow by the security guards, who moments ago couldn't keep him separated from Goldberg. Booker T eliminated. Down to 7. We've got two horsemen. We've got 1, 2, 3 Wolfpack, and then 2 black and white. Well, they keep on saying Scott Hall is a man without a country because earlier in the evening, it's supposed to be Scott Hall versus Kevin Nash, and Bischoff came out and had the NWO team attack Hall. Nash came out, saved Hall, so we're not super sure where Scott Hall is in all this, but I mean, is he black and white? Is he Wolfpack? Who is he? Oh, Conan eliminates himself, trying to attack Scott Hall. Kevin Nash directing traffic. Now doing what the Cruiserweights should have done earlier in the match, which was regather and attack the largest man in the match. Now, it's coming from a larger man who is directing the traffic. However, having Kevin Nash, Lex Luger, and Scott Hall as opposed to a half a dozen Cruiserweights is a different story. But the Giant keeps fending him off, throwing people off his body. Now in a strange predicament. All 5 men. They've got one leg. They've got both legs off the ground. Trying to get him over the top rope. Giant is fighting, and he can't fight anymore. He is dumped to the floor. We are down to 5. All right, so now we got a 2-on-1 assault as the 2 members of the 4 Horsemen are taking it to Scott Hall, as the 2 Wolfpack members are standing there watching. Nash and Luger eliminate Chris Benoit. Hall eliminates Dean Malenko, so our final 3 now. We have Kevin Nash, Lex Luger, and Scott Hall. So here we are now. We have essentially what seems to be an agreement between Nash and Luger to get rid of Scott Hall. Wow. Nash hit Luger. Luger hit Hall. Hall hit Nash. It's every man for himself at this point. Who knows? Oh, big right hand from Hall to Nash. Tony Schiavone says it all comes down to now who wants Goldberg, who wants the World Heavyweight Championship. I think those are 2 totally different objectives. I don't think at this point in Goldberg's run anybody wants a piece of him. He's undefeated. He's a machine. As great as my disdain is for him and what he's done to the business, it's hard to overlook his overall popularity in WCW in the late 90s. He is dominant. He's a fan favorite. Big forearm from Luger, motioning for the rack. But going for Goldberg and going for the title, although they are one and the same, I think people want, Hall over, Luger over. Here we go, Kevin Nash. is the winner of World War III 1998 as Luger, as he's getting Hall up into the rack. Hall grabs the top rope. Nash big boots Luger, sends both of them over. Here is the win. So at Starrcade 1998, the main event will be Kevin Nash versus Goldberg. We will take a look at that on the next episode of Quick Count. For this World War III, I'm going to give it a 1.5 count. It was a fine match. I think just there was too much. There was too much logic to ignore, or lack thereof. And I mentioned it throughout the review. The goal is to be the last man standing in one of these, and why it took until the last 7 or 8 guys for Kevin Nash of all people to say, "Hey, everybody here, let's go for the biggest man in the match." Other than that, a lot of the actions and the movements, very sluggish, very one note. But the World War III series has kind of been the same note though. All four have been entertaining. So unfortunately, like I've already said, this is the last in its lineage. So, but we always have the 4 quick counts that we've watched on here. So, whenever you're feeling a little nostalgic about World War III, just come back here and click on it. So that is it for this quick count. My name is Codd Sinclair. Check out the description for all of our social media links, and I will see you next time.